What up, ladies and gentlemen, Chen here, bringing you guys another video. Today, as you can see by the title, we are doing something I've never done on the channel in particular, which is direct coaching with a specific client. This client, Taxvig, has purchased a lot of coaching from me in the past, and overall I can just see his growth in climbing, and I asked for permission, he gave it to me, so we are going to post this for you guys in hopes that you guys can find it useful as well. Now, all my coaching content, if the client allows me to, will be posted or streamed rather on my Twitch, so definitely check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Chen53, where you can get pretty much free coaching where I coach other people for free if they allow, as I said. And we overall do a lot of other stuff too. Lots of informative stuff over there with also very entertaining gameplay. So definitely check it out, leave a follow, chat, and all that good jazz. Without further ado, we're going to go straight into the video. Hopefully you guys find it useful. As I mentioned earlier, please let me know down in the comments below or via likes if you enjoy this sort of content. If you do, I'll post more, obviously. And yeah, let's get right into the coaching.
Dude, I don't even remember what we're talking about. Fucking
all good,
great.
all good. Alright. Should be back live. Hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't do that again. Alright, we're just gonna jump into this video. Oh yeah, I was talking about, do you need me to share screen or you just want to watch from the stream?
Try to unpause and pause real quick, just so I can see the delay.
Okay.
Say when you do it.
I did it.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Is it like, how many seconds is it?
I think it's like 1 second or something.
1
it's not
second?
long.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I set it to 1 second, so.
Yeah.
Alright. You have music, so I'm just gonna lower that. And then also let me pick up my pen.
You can just mute it. Doesn't matter. To me, at least.
Alright. We'll mute it then. Cool. I do not care about your ad. Alright, so yeah, like I said, Ghost and Phase Rush just pretty much overkill in terms of Zed matchup for sure.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Like, especially since you said you never beat a Zed, I think just swapping and giving that a try next time would be more beneficial. Who do you ban, by the way?
Kassadin, every game.
Kassadin,
always.
Okay. Yeah, so like the only way you beat Kassadin is with the electrocute setup once again.
Yeah, I really need to get. It's not like I haven't played it at all, right? Like I just don't really use it on my main because I don't know. I die a lot more because I don't have the safety.
Yeah, for sure. It's a different playstyle. I couldn't get used to it at first. Like in season 11 at preseason, it was fucking electrocute every single game or else you're gonna get capped because Vlad was really bad back then. So yeah, I kind of had to force myself to electrocute to stick with this champ and continue creating content because Phase Rush at that time was not great, not ideal.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so right off the bat, in a matchup like this, and in a matchup like Yasuo, Yone, like Talon, that type of deal, a little bit less on Talon, but your positioning level 1 really is important. So I'm not sure why you're like alt tabbing here. Because like this is really bad. Right,
I think I was checking up on the recording, but yeah.
Okay. Because you lose your potential to walk right here and deny him right here. Because what is he gonna do right here, right? If you're cutting him blind, like preferably you're standing right around here so you don't take too much minion aggro from these three. But what you can do here, just stand right around here and pressure him. He's either going to look to Q you, which is a cooldown wasted, and you should be able to like sidestep wherever. Or if you permanently stay right around here, he's going to have to choose either farm or hit you. But what you're doing right here, you're letting him push. You should never do that against any sort of melee champion. When you're playing Vlad into any sort of melee champ, the rule is 1, you start creating a slow push, and then 2, you let it bounce towards level 3, level 4, and then you keep the wave right here. If you're ahead, you kill them and you win the game. Alright, so you allowing him to auto that one minion already ruins your game plan here.
Mm-hmm.
And so like this is fine. And then when he wastes his Q, I'm not sure what the cooldown is. I assume it's maybe like 7 to like 10
Right, yeah,
seconds
7,
maybe.
8 seconds. So
Yeah, it's really long, right? So why are you not posturing more aggressive? You just saw him waste his Q.
Yeah, okay. I guess what I'm thinking is that I just never kill him anyway. But yeah.
But if you do like these small trading, he's going to eventually get whittled down, use one of his pots, use another one of his pots. Like you're taking 50 gold each time he's using a pot, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of value. Right here, if I was in your position, I would probably already gotten like 2 autos and 1 Q. That's about 100 damage, right?
I think I do get at least something here, but yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's good because he greeted for that one minion that was low. So at least you recognize that the low minion, he used his Q, he's gonna have to walk up, you traded with him. That's really good. And then once again, you're just playing really safe. Zed's Q level 1, if you're standing behind a minion, does about like 50-ish damage.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have it here, but your auto does around that much damage, and you have a Q. So you can double
Mm-hmm.
his damage. You should
Yeah,
not be scared of him.
I'm giving him way too much respect.
Way too
Sure.
much respect. And once again, if
Mm-hmm.
he's doing that throwaway Q, 1,000% you should be going up.
Okay. So is it worth like missing CS to harass him?
For the
There?
most part, yes. It
Okay.
depends on the situation. For the most part, yes. And there was a good Coach Curtis video about it that I forgot the direct analogy, but like choosing over hitting an enemy rather than 1 CS is almost always going to be worth if you're hitting the enemy so long that they're not looking to reset, right? And Zed's not going to
Mm-hmm.
look to reset until 750 gold. That's his serrated Dirk power spike. And that is a long time. That is about like 5-6 minion waves, I believe. So
Yeah, that's like wave 5.
if you can keep on constantly poking him and poking him out, he's going to have to take a bad back, right? Or he's going to have to completely drain his pots. That's really, really important.
Okay.
So the main thing that's happening here is you're remaining at full HP while he is level 1, which is easily his weakest state, and he's freely just queuing and then not getting fully punished.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Okay, so actually this Kane gank really, really fucks up with this coaching because it's not very representative. Kane just chunked him to half HP, so we'll see how we adapt through this.
Trust, I didn't even see it. I was just
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
But what I will say is if you played how I'm describing, a little bit more aggressive, number one, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, slow pushing, and then looking to bounce at level 3, level 4, look to set up here, Kane can gank, and then he dies. Zed dies.
Yeah.
Because what happens
Okay.
is Zed W, his only escape is his W and his flash, right?
Yeah.
So let's say Kane didn't gank here, but the scenario happened where it bounced back and the wave is right around here. Zed is forced to be right around here, and Zed is a melee champ. So the only way he can wave clear, like a wave right around here, is with his Q or his full combo. And if he dedicates his full combo, he has no mobility. Zed can come gank. You kill him, you win lane. The very first kill will decide this lane.
Okay.
So yeah, hard to like speak about anything in here because, like I said, you probably didn't enter this matchup knowing you had to be very aggressive early, but you definitely do.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to pick up the electrocute.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm trying to rotate, but it's kind of pointless.
Okay. That wasn't bad, I guess. I really like what you did there, by the way, trading with Zed so he can't rotate first. That's very good.
All right.
Because if Zed rotates there first, Kane could easily get collapsed 1v2. And that would just be mid gap. You lose.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so he wasted all his cooldowns, by the way. Whenever he has a shadow, you wait for it to disappear, and then you just go in. Or, I mean, assess the situation first. And in this state, like, the wave is pretty big, you don't have to, but...
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, because his W is like a 20-something cooldown.
Yeah, you are always very, like, after me about, like, playing on their cooldowns, and it's something I don't do enough.
Yes, yes, yes. Because Vlad is a reaction, what was it called? Reaction, what's it called? Fuck. Did I really lose that vocabulary? Whatever, fuck. He has to react to what the enemy does because he's so bad early game. If you don't absolutely abuse what the enemy does early game, you're fucked. That's... Fuck, there was a term. Can't remember, whatever.
Looking for Kane here, but I don't think he comes in.
Okay, that was good. I mean, not much to say there. You can just back from this. That's fine, I guess. So how you want to really think about like these sort of matchups, and I think the best way to adapt this sort of concept is with Katarina. Katarina is a really good, easy matchup. Where are you coaching Taxvig? He's D2 US. So Katarina obviously is Vlad's, I would say, probably one of his easiest matchups, just because you can do this very well. You have so many windows where you can actually abuse him, but you're kind of just letting his hardest part of laning pass by, right?
Yeah.
And then even taking this back right here, which is the right call in terms of macro sakes, but in terms of how you want to play this lane, it's not exactly what you want to do. But you can't help that because of the situation you put yourself. So be very critical as to how you got into the situation. Because ideally, so you press tab, I don't know if you saw, he is 31 CS and you have 31 CS. That should not ever be happening. You should have roughly, even if you're focusing more on trading on him rather than farming, you should have 31, he should have like maybe 20 or something. Because you have a lot more agency early game than Zed.
Okay. Yeah, because after like this, like after his first back now, he comes back with a Dirk, and I'm just like Astro fucking chimp gapped.
Dirk
so
is
unplayable now.
Dirk is the strongest power spike in the game, or like one single item. So what was your idea eating here, by the way?
Well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously in this situation, you should auto queue this, auto one of these, and then you should be able to get every single one. But you are forced to miss 2 here.
Okay.
So once again, your vision is very lackluster. I feel as if your early game, I can't remember our old coaching sessions because I've coached a lot of people, but your vision really, really does need working on.
For sure.
If you ever get lazy, a basic ward down this bush, like even this bush, it's still better than not warding, right? I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, I just like, to be honest, I just forgot. And this was like my first Vlad game back, right? So it probably doesn't really help, but like when I say back, it's like a fucking like 4-day break. But it's I guess that didn't help.
Yeah.
I'm just making excuses now, I guess. I should be warding, yeah.
It should be coming as a habit if you ever see, I mean, if you ever see it even available, you should just be warding. But especially if you see the number 2, you should instantly be like, all right, let me just place it somewhere.
Yep.
All right, so let's see how you play this lane out, because at this point you're in a very bad spot.
Yeah, for sure. Now I just get fucking shit on. What do you think about shoving here?
What do I think about what?
Shoving here. So I actually think I'm shoving and I place a ward here. There, fucking look at that.
The shoving's
Holy
fine,
shit.
yes.
Okay.
So what would happen alternatively? So you always want to think about like what you're doing with a purpose. So if you didn't shove here, right? Let's say the wave's right around here. It's going to slow push here. It's going to crash somewhere around here. So that's going to kill you level 6. Or at least burn both your sums. That type of deal. So shoving here is fine. You did it a little slow, to be honest. You should just be looking to shove. Then look for a place a ward right around here. Or you can just go for like a deep ward, whatever. I mean, in this case, it's not worth it because if there's nothing shown on the map, if all of these are shown, you should probably just walk bot with your Trundle, or not Trundle, Thresh, and then look for a ward here.
Yeah, okay.
But the shoving is good, yes. Because you have to realize that you fucked up your situation. Now, let's say it was the opposite side. Let's say you had Electrocute, your level 6 with Blasting Wand and Flash Ignite. You 100% kill this guy, by the way. You walk up, he's level 5, you kill this guy.
Okay.
But due to your circumstance, it's not easy. And then you also get out-traded here. I feel as if this is a super, super basic combo. You should never be getting hit by all of these, right? He W's here. You have like 2 seconds to like sidestep. You just kind of want to zigzag through this line, by the way.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But instead you walked straight there. So of course you're going to get chunked. You got chunked half your HP. That's really, really bad. So let me show you it again. Right here, instantly, you release E, and then you just kind of zigzag right around here. Or, ideally, you zigzag right around here.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's creating distance from his basic shuriken and from his shadow shuriken.
I see that, yeah.
But you're just walking. You're just walking straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely in this sort of matchup, you just right click here, that type of thing. Depends on what angle. Like if they're coming from this angle, you definitely do like something like that. If they're now ideally their W is never actually on you. If their W is on you, you should just pull it. It's fine to pull it if they don't have R. Because if their W is on you, you're gonna be slowed, right? So it's very easy to land that type of thing.
Yeah.
In that situation, you kind of just walk straight into that combo. You took half HP, now your lane is fucked, you can never go back to the lane. Yeah, you're perma-fucked here. You can't play the game. So, okay, I want you to tell me what you think you did wrong here.
Well, I stepped up for the minion. That was...
Okay, and what else did you do wrong?
What else did I do wrong? Did I not pop Ghost early enough? I don't know. Maybe I didn't pull... Oh yeah, I didn't pull the initial combo. Huh.
Did you pull at all?
No, I didn't. But I was holding it for his R.
Okay.
That was my thought process, at least. But you know.
So you're just gonna die then. All right. So a couple things you did wrong here. Very first and foremost, getting chunked all HP because he landed his full combo. That should never happen. So yes, you are right in the first assessment. Walking up to this wave is suicide. And so like, I believe this was like last live game or some shit as well, or VOD review. It's 2 versus 1. Your team is ahead. So
Uh-huh.
entering danger zone just because you know you're going to die, you're 100% going to die here. 100%. There's zero counterplay. If you have to walk up here, if you had flash, there's like 10% counterplay. But you have ghost, right? You're not flashing away from shurikens. You're just going to be fast. If he's a good player, he'll be able to land his shit, right? You're like 100% dead if you walk up to this. 100%. So that's your very first mistake. So you choose to walk up. Instantly, you should just Q and then pool. Pool and then ghost. Because you send. This is a fucking send, and you just have to accept that.
Yeah, for sure.
But you don't, so now you're living with 1/4 of your HP. And now why aren't you popping ghost? You popped it like 2 seconds late. Instantly, right when you see his burst, you should pop ghost. Right here, I would be popping ghost, and then I would be ulting him instantly.
Yeah. Huh.
Because what's going to happen here, I would R ghost him right now. Try to like swerve around, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get your ult healing back here. Roughly so, give or take. And if you had ghost there, he wouldn't have land 1 auto. You would have gotten your ult healing back here, and there's like a maybe like 50% coin flip chance you live here, by the way, if you ulted him. Why are you saving ult?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, I guess I just thought I'd lift. I guess. Yeah, I think that was. I don't know, man. I actually don't know.
Okay.
I'm a fucking griefer, okay?
Yeah, this is a great play because now not only is your lane done, this is done. It can't be salvageable, but now Zed, a snowballing champion, can make plays around the map. It's just a mid gap, right? And all of this could have been avoided because you send here. Well, actually, you send early game, to be fair. But once you get into this position where he has significantly better items than you, you just have to cut your losses, sit right around here. Remember this beautiful Vlad line. This is your best friend, right here. This is your best friend. This is not your best friend. You have so much space. That's like 5 seconds of walking, by the way.
Yeah, I see. Definitely. Yeah, I do that way too much, where I just like don't respect my my laner at all.
Yeah, but you absolutely have to, especially against the Zed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now your lane's done, so it'll be quite fun to see how you try to salvage this. Bro, your team's winning. Imagine if it was 3v3 and mid lane wasn't completely, like, fucked. There's, like, a decent chance your team can carry. Because part of this game is learning how to get carried. But because you send, walking up here, it's fucking hard. Because now mid is just gapped. This guy has a 25... What the fuck am I watching?
That's in the last 30 games. He had like 49% win rate out of like 350 games or something.
What the fuck am I watching? What?
Yeah.
25% win rate?
In the last 30 days, yeah. But yeah, I saw that as well. And I just knew I'm still gonna fucking lose to this guy, and it's gonna be cringe.
Okay. Well, hopefully, especially, I'm gonna rewind the early parts, by the way, because I feel as if the later parts aren't actually gonna matter because you already fucked up, right?
Yeah, and I'm fucking tilted as well.
Yeah, so I'll reiterate the early parts, and hopefully you can kind of start getting an idea how to lane against this. But we'll keep watching. We'll watch all the way through, and then I'll reiterate. So now you're fucked. Let's see how you salvage this. When he's missing, you should be perma shoving and then looking to go either your defensive line if you're waiting for the next wave, or just look to follow your team. That's all you can do. Yep, so now you back. Okay, that's pretty good. You kind of walked a little this way. You should walk like... is that parallel? No, that's perpendicular. You should walk kind of perpendicular from where he goes. It makes it a lot harder for shurikens because from his perspective, he W's and then he's going to like Q somewhere in this vicinity, right?
Yeah, I'll see you. Yeah.
He's gonna
Okay.
Q somewhere in this vicinity. If you walk like a very sharp turn, it's very hard for a Z player to angle his Q like that. You see what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
It's a lot more mouse movement.
yeah. And Z players don't have brains. True.
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 Hard true.
All right, your bot dies. All you can do really is roam / steal jungle camp / cry because your lane is fucked. There's no way he doesn't kill you here. What? What am I watching?
I mean, I guess he thought Kane was there.
Okay.
People do that a lot. Like that happens a lot of people like letting you live like that just because they don't know where their jungle are.
That is insane, by the way. You should 100% be dead. He takes W, he Rs you, you're dead. You have no
Yeah,
ghost.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm going in. I don't fucking care where Kane is.
You're dead here. And it's worth for Zed because 1-for-1 for Zed is 100% worth. So you're trying to lane. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is just horrible to play out.
Yeah.
Eat another full combo. Takes half your HP. Yeah, you should just, in this situation, and like a lot of these sort of situations where you're really behind, you should just only walk up to Q and then walk straight back. Just playing off of your Q cooldown only.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like what you're doing now. Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Oh, my head hurts. She got it.
Yeah. But, I mean, you send again. So in this situation, did you honestly think you could win this?
Well, I feel like it was kind of like if I don't do anything, we just lose the game. That was my thought process.
Okay. But this also is never going to be the right play. So you're just setting yourself more behind, right?
Uh-huh.
Because look, Kane R's, Gwen's a broken champ with 3/4 HP. You're a Vlad with R Ignite. You're probably going to do like maybe 700 damage max, right? So like, look, you're full damage. And then she ends up dying, which is very lucky because Riven came. And it's pretty much, it's just not worth. It's just not worth. So this is what I call feeling as if you need to get something. You saw that Gwen stole this, and then you're like, okay, well, we have to get something in return, right? So you're motivated to go in. Kane is already off. Riven can easily walk back. You can just cut your loss. Congrats, you got Rift. But instead, you walk in. Your lane is already fucked. Your wave is pushing back in. So if you die here, GG, right? You should be realizing that. You should be like, okay, well, maybe we can fight her, but if I die here, what do I lose? You lose a whole wave, and you're already fucked in Zed with the 1v1. So you can't afford to lose this.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, like I said already, your lane's fucked. Now it's even more fucked. You're just continuing to fuck up your lane. So, I can tell you're tilted here off of this. I will say, though, this game so far is like 80% your fault.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine if you won lane, that whole play, a completely different story. Look how much minis you're missing. You're missing, I can't see it, but that looks like 2 waves right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to ping the Kane to go fucking grab it, but I don't just... But yeah, pain.
But remember, like, Vlad is very resourceful, right? You're not going to be a champion if you don't get enough resources. So you losing that 2 waves, even if Kane gets it, you're still going to be useless. All right, so I mean, literally, I think every single play from here on forward is just probably out of tilt, or you know, you don't have a clear mind, or shit like that. So it's gonna be really hard to watch out for. We'll see though. Should just be perma shoving. Okay, so you have to look at I mean, obviously you can see the screen, right? You've done this twice now. So you have this sort of habit where you go for the minion. It's so obvious that they're posturing to trade onto you, and you just don't pull. What is going to do more damage? Zed's W, E, Q combo, which does 3/4 of your HP, or his R, which does like maybe 100, 200 damage, right?
Yeah, without the yeah, for sure.
I mean, what's he gonna do here? He's definitely going to WEQ you 100% first, right? So you should pull this first, and then he R's you when if you fully negated his damage, you'll be maybe like right around here. You'll have all this HP to work with. You pop Ghost because once again you send. You should not be anywhere near his screen, by the way. Once again you send, and there's a good chance you live. I don't know if you live here, but we'll see. You just eat half your HP. And you're trying to trade with him. What? You're a fucking madman.
Yeah, oh, that's bad, huh?
Did he not have R, by the way? Because, like, that's 100% a Zed kill.
You know, I don't realize I'm griefing until I fucking sit with you. It's actually...
It's just so grief. Okay, you pop Ghost. Take the free kill. You need it. Nice.
This Thor's just fucking smurfing.
Okay, so now they're sending. So I guess in this elo, it's whoever can send more. So that's really good. You're not back in the game because Zed is still going to be able to 1v1 you, but it's not bad. I mean, not much to mention there. I would say to use your R a little earlier, because in some cases he will live here in like some extreme situations, but good rule of thumb is just to R earlier. I mean, there's no reason not to. It's like you Q here.
Sure. Yeah, I use some like QM, and I think yeah, I don't need him, but I Q, yeah, for sure.
You don't Q again, so I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
more
actually
damage.
close.
And like an alternate universe, he might have lived with 1 HP, and that would be a reason why. There's just no reason to not R first. So, ooh. Okay, so Zed's still bot. That's actually good. Does that die here? Okay, it's winnable. What the fuck? You've sinned so hard this game, but it might still be winnable.
Well, from here on, I'm gonna get 1 more kill. I'm gonna die 5 more times.
All right, well, let's see how you send. So I will say, these chain of events that happened here actually brought you back in the game. But what happened here and what happened in lane by yourself, really, really bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is pain. I walk up to get the plate and
So yeah, I would never go for this play.
Yeah. It was right there. Now it's gonna lose it, and now it's like, yeah.
Yeah, just cut your losses. Like I said, you got back into the game. You have your purchase off respawn. Why greed for this 160? Especially knowing that they have a Nocturne, right? Even if you aren't, even like if you're autopiloting in this stage and you fucking don't even know who their jungler is, like let's say you didn't even know it was a Nocturne, you should, before you even consider doing this, while you're standing right here recalling, looking at Vlad's cool back animation, you should press tab and be like, okay, who's their jungler? Can he have an easy access to me? And just, it takes 1 second. You'll be like, Okay, I have no vision around here. I have one ward. Like, let's say it's a Shaco. He can easily gank me. I don't have Ghost. I don't have Ignite or R. There's
Yeah.
no world you ever go for this play.
To explain my thought process a little bit, I think it was like I saw the plate, I had to react like quickly to get it right, so I just fucking just went for it. But yeah, there was no, what was it? I don't know if you can call it a thought process, but that was my,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's just never worth, because now once again, I've told you to minimize your deaths, right?
Hmm. You have, and I'm agree for.
Slightly, slightly. You had your item. Just cut your losses, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You haven't seen the jungler. Maybe you were paying attention and knew it was an Nocturne. You haven't seen him R anytime soon. So just be like, okay, there's a pretty good chance he Rs me. Even if I didn't know who their jungler was, I would be like, I don't have R, I don't have my main mobility. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna back. And honestly, if I was in your position, I would actually walk all the way back and like back right around here. Even if I didn't know who the jungler was. Because I would be like, I don't have R, I don't have this. If someone ganks me right around here, I have pool. That's the only escape. And I have this much room to maneuver. But if you're all the way right here, you ain't running back. There's no way. It's just another death. And it's just another wave. You've lost 3 to 4 waves off deaths. That is a lot of gold.
Yeah.
And like, sure, Kane's getting it, but like, you're not getting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is solo queue diamond. You should be carrying your games. Okay, you go bot here, maybe. Okay, that's fine.
I really wanted to go for the solo kill, but yeah, I don't think I ever kill him. But I know I was thinking about it.
What I will say,
Hmm.
with what you said in mind, you should, a good rule of thumb with taking this sort of setup, you should never go into a play without Ghost with this sort of setup. Because you don't have Flash, right? So
Hmm.
I don't even think Phase Rush is necessarily like a good escape anymore. Like, it really isn't that good because they nerfed it so hard.
Yeah.
Taking Phase Rush is more just for the feeling of speed when you're actually going in, but it's never really going to help you necessarily escape, right? Because you're still a mobile champ. So a good way to play Vlad is only make plays when your Ghost or your Flash is available.
Okay, yeah.
So like you're saying, oh, I wanted to go for a kill. There's a lot more risk involved with that if you don't have Ghost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. See that?
Like if I'm playing Vlad with this sort of setup, which I used to run a shit ton back in
Hmm.
preseason days, I'm not making a play when I don't have Ghost. I'm just going to be farming, looking to keep getting my items. When I get Ghost, I'll Penta. And then we win game.
Hey, grief here again. We
You
should get a
grief?
double. Actually, solo lost. That's hard. Holy shit.
I genuinely think so. I mean, your team was coming back. They were ahead when you didn't int. They came back somehow. And you rack up 4 more deaths.
You see, I have this bad habit of thinking I have to do something in order to win in every game, even if my team is winning.
Yep, that's
It's like when I get filled jungle, I always have like shit CS as well because I just perma gank. You know, like I would play fiddle and have 6 CS a minute.
mm-hmm. But it's just not the reality, especially in this season. They
For
really
sure.
gutted solo carrying in this season, and they put a lot more emphasis on team play. And the most team play thing you can do in the mid lane is not doing what you're doing right now. You're sinning again. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, this was...
But it's actually going to work because they're sinning harder. I don't know. What is this elo? Wow. Okay, I mean... So at first that looked in because you're by yourself. Riven is low HP. Like, the only person that can help you here is Kayn. Luckily, Kayn is pretty broken, so I guess Kayn just cleaned up. Oh, actually, no, that was Gore Drinker being broken, my bad. Riven healed up.
Yeah, and I actually don't remember living here. Thought I died. Huh.
But yeah, that was, I mean... In terms of macro, that was very sinful, walking up straight like that. I see Zed down bottom, getting free farm.
Yeah, I noticed that too, but I can never answer Zed, right? Like, at this point.
Zed can't really dive you, though. Like, you have Pool and you have Ghost. You should... So, the thing with this matchup, even in your situation, you should still never die to him if you respect his range. Or if you play around tower. Because if you play around tower, he's going to be tower diving, right? And if he's tower diving, there's a good chance tower will be enough damage to kill him. You can R, maybe throw a Q on him, and then the tower should do the rest of the damage. And Proto Belt as well. You really don't need much more. You can EW him to do damage. He's going to die under tower. It's not like he's building MR or something, right? He's still a squishy assassin. So tower should be your comfort, so long you're not like poked out. If you're full HP, you can match him. And once again, even still, to this day, I would still recommend Blue Word, just because your vision is really, really bad. So just get Blue Word to plop it literally anywhere. Especially when you're behind.
Like, just something, you know, it's about habit. Like, I would do it if I thought about it, but I just forget.
Yeah. So try to, like, actively think about it a little bit more. Because, like, if you're behind, it's really hard to walk up, right? So Blue Ward can help your team a lot more than Yellow Ward, because at Yellow Ward, you're face checking.
Yeah, oh, this is not me. But yeah, 100% agree. You brained it.
This should be a good fight. Play off with the Kayn. Should be popping your Ghost. Oh. Okay, I mean, that's just tunneled way too hard.
Yeah, true.
I mean, so these sort of plays, it's always hard to, like, tell what's the right play. I will tell you right now, this is never the right play. Right?
Yeah.
So, one, you don't know if he has flash. He can easily flash away. You're not going to be able to kill him. Two, he has W, which will close the gap. And then he has an Alistar, which is about to stun you, right? So you're just wasting time trying to go for a target you ultimately cannot kill, rather than playing off of your win con, which you might be able to help. So I'm not saying if you helped Kayn, maybe you would have double killed and then cleaned the rest up. You know, these type of things you never know because you didn't do it. But it's the ideal play because you're never going to be able to kill this guy, right? Alistar is going to be perma-peeling him. He might have flash, he has W, he might have Zhonya's, he might have heal, whatever. You never know. But rather, you can play off of your teammate who is fed, Kayn, who's right around here, and your bot can collapse, right? Instead of solo chasing Ziggs.
If I just pop Ghost earlier, they don't catch me there, and then everything is just better. Yeah, but I think I felt pretty, like, forced to, like, zone the 6 or something after the Alistar collapsed on me.
Yeah, and you got fucked over. That's just not a good play.
Agreed.
Like, your win con is Kayn. You should 1000% be playing off of him. So I'm trying to match the time. I'm looking at his HP. He's chunked. Yeah, so right when he's chunked and he just ulted, you'd be right there. With your R, with your Ghost, you could have actually changed the pace of the game. Instead of... Because, like, zoning Ziggs, sure, that's cool and all. But what does that get if Kane dies to Zed? Who the fuck is Nocturne? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna lose at the end of the day, and that's what happened. He dies, and because you decided to cut yourself off of your team pretty much in this sort of wall, now you're fucked, right? Because Kane's right here, your team's right here, and you're right here walking up. You're completely cut off. Even if you go this way, they just walk this way. You're 1,000% putting yourself in a dead situation, as opposed to, let's say you didn't even go on Ziggs, you had your ghost, you walk straight down here, or in some situation maybe you would walk down here, but probably not. You walk straight here. Kane is in R, in his R, right here. You get a double man R. If you don't kill him, cool. You have an easy escape route with your team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But instead, you chase, and there's just nowhere to run to, right? You're cutting yourself off. And so now you rack up another death. Once again, you're solo losing your team the game pretty much. Like, these plays are really, really detrimental to you, and it's a part of why you have horrible CS right now. In total, your deaths, you probably lost 5 to 6 waves. That's a lot of gold.
It is, yeah.
All right. So at this point, what are you thinking? I'm really curious. Do you remember like what's in your mind?
Thinking FF, I don't know.
You're thinking FF.
Well, yeah, I don't know. This seems so doomed. I don't think I actually FF, but I just want to side lane at this point. Kind of scale up, I guess, but that.
So one thing I'm gonna say to you, and I'm not trying to be like you know, like a coach for mental, you know,
Yeah,
that type of
yeah.
thing. But the best advice I can give for you, especially so this game, you knew you were solo losing the game, right? Do you agree with this end game? You knew that?
You know, I actually thought in game at the time, I was probably, I think my ego was a little hurt. Oh, but so probably not, to be honest, but
Not to be honest. Okay. Well, the first
yeah,
step is to recognize that then. I mean, in
yeah,
no point are you playing well in this game, right?
clearly, yeah.
I'm sure even while you were playing this game, even if you were like blaming other players for maybe their bad mistakes, at no point should you be thinking, "Fuck, I'm playing really well. I deserve this win." There's no
Oh,
point.
well, that's definitely not what I was thinking either, but I was just so pissed after that fucking Gwen got that Herald. That was where, like, that was my breaking point.
Okay, and that's a weird thing to get pissed for, by the way. Herald gives you like 200 gold. That's the very weird thing to get pissed for. I would be more pissed fighting for like Baron and Elder and losing that. That's where I'd get
Yeah.
pissed. And even then, I wouldn't be like, you know, too mentally phased. It's whatever, it happens. But so kind of to like help you and perspective, if you ever are in a situation here where you feel as if you're not contributing to the team, you're not helping the team win, slash you're causing the team to lose, you should never vote FF because you're never going to improve, right? It's going
Yeah.
to help you build mental fortitude if you can recognize, fuck, I'm really losing this game. I mean, sometimes in higher elo, I'm gonna vote FF, because I'm not playing well and like my team are not playing well as well. So it's doomed. There's nothing to learn from. But your team's playing really well. They're trying really hard to carry you. Your Kane's very strong. I don't see the scoreboard, but this game is by no means a team gap. I would say, like I said earlier, like it's 80% you, man. And that's just the harsh reality.
But I agree, 100%.
So yeah, definitely don't vote. Yes, that's good. And just keep playing. Because you're going to learn a lot from this. You're going to learn a lot from being... This is learning to get carried, right? And it's very good. Because in my games, if I had someone who was absolutely inting, like... Did you watch my Yon game?
No, I don't think so. Was it on
It was this
YouTube
game.
or?
Yeah.
I watched that. And you even commented. You answered.
Oh, you watched this?
the hardest carry with Vladimir.
Yeah, so do you remember my top lane saying FF, like that type of thing?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
actually.
that guy's a fucking scum. Because guess
True,
what? We won the game.
true.
And then he fucking posted his Twitch link. As if he wasn't just perma baby raging. I muted him. He probably just kept baby raging. And even at the end, he voted FF. I mentioned it in this video. That is disgusting to me. If you're contributing to the loss or not helping by any means, do not vote FF. That's just gonna help your mental a lot.
To be honest, I don't actually like. It's very, very rare for me, unless it's like everyone is losing. It's 0-15, right?
Look at
Then
this.
it's actually very rare for me to
Yeah.
vote FF.
I'm just saying this to like help with your mental. Like, what is this?
Mhm.
Why are we voting FF? We win. Like, congrats, you got LP. So yeah, very good that you voted no there. And in the future as well, if you're ever like tilted or whatever, just keep voting no, play it out, try to learn.
Fucking cap the surrender rope.
And although I can tell that once you fall back, what the fuck? Should just R him, he's dead. You see, game's very winnable. Look at that. He's griefing.
That's time.
Now you're griefing.
Yeah. Oh no! I can't. Not after typing. I do that. After typing.
Wait, you actually typed Matt? I didn't even see that.
Nah, but fuck.
Wait, you're a fast typer. I didn't even see you all chat that. What? What the fuck? When did you type it? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So let me ask you, why the fuck did you go this way? Why the fuck?
So, in my head, it was this crazy good flank.
What?
I don't know.
No,
I wasn't even agree. I was trying my hardest here. I swear to
You're
God.
trolling. You're trolling. This way is 10 times better. There's no benefit, dude. There's a fucking tower here. And look at how far he DP is. By the time he walks in, you're here. And you collapse right around here. What the fuck is this?
You know, I thought in my head, they walked back because my team started walking up, and then we dived the tower. But then at that point, I realized, okay, maybe not. And then I just commit. Yeah.
So like, I mean, obviously this play is wrong. Like 1,000,000,000%, you know.
Yeah.
But if you want to think of it from a analytical standpoint, one person's showing here, one person's showing here. Their support's missing and their jungler's missing, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. What is this? This is all dark. This is all dark. What is this?
I should never be here.
What is this though? Oh, this is where Thresh can maybe bail you out, right?
Oh yeah.
Once
That is true. I did not think of that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you fucking chose suicide.
Yeah. It was yeah, I really don't know what to say. This
is an insane flank, dude. They do this at LCS, I promise.
Yeah.
And then you're dead.
I can't,
dude. I can't. What the fuck? Okay, at this point, like 100% of this game is just your fault. I mean, I don't know, man. Are you that threatened by? Holy fuck, man! I'm fucking tearing up, man. No way you just went there. You always want to kind of assess like vision line. So like even with your side, so like let's say you're side pushing or split pushing. I mean, you always want to assess your vision line. So let's say you didn't have this vision, didn't have this vision. Your vision line kind of cuts off here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same concept.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
There's a tower, which means your vision line kind of cuts off here. Unless you're like unless your whole team is coming, or you know who's alive. Right now, you don't know where Nocturne or support is. So that's another way you can think of it, and hopefully you don't go for that at play again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a coin flip at best.
I don't know if I can call it that. That was just that was some PayPal shit right there, dude. Okay, now you muted him. Okay. Jeez, you're winning the ego battle. Let's go. Huge.
No, but I did mute him already, but then I muted all later, and for some reason that unmutes the muted people.
The fuck? Holy. Alright. Should just look to shove and then get Crux. You see him, so you should probably not touch him. I mean, at this point, honestly, you can probably kill him if you play it correctly.
Really?
Yeah.
Think so?
Because he's squishy, right? Let me see when you press tab again. Yeah, he has no MR. You're a late game Vlad. I mean, you don't have AP on, but with around like maybe 300 AP, right? And then you have Ghost.
Like...
He has maybe around like 1.8k HP. You kill him 100%. Some way, somehow, yeah. Even after completely griefing early game. I guess Vlad too broken, right? But yeah, you 100% kill him here if he decides to go on you. The key thing is if he decides to go on you. You don't want to just ghost and look to chase him. I mean, that's griefing again, though.
Mm-hmm.
But just don't be scared here.
Okay, yeah.
I will say, if you don't pull his combo, you will die, though. But if you pull his combo, you win there. So, like, in this matchup, right when he W, you should instantly R. There's no reason to wait. Because two things are going to happen. One, he's going to take the W and then look to trade onto you, in which you can out-trade him with E and Q. Or two, he's going to R you early, because he's taking a lot of damage from your R, right? And that's when you can save your pool, not save your ghost. You should pop ghost right when you pop your ult, but... So once again, you really love to just put yourself in danger. You walk in here, 1,000% you're dead. 1,000. You can be Faker, X Chovy's baby, nephew. It doesn't matter. You're dead. Why? Why are you ever going into the enemy lines? Like, I don't understand. So
that was the get me out move.
Like, you're always putting yourself in dangerous situations. Imagine what would happen if... I mean, very first and foremost, Alistar is pretty low HP. That do be looking like a juicy kill.
I didn't even see that, I don't think.
And we take those. I mean, even if you don't see that, why are you just walking up? When enemies, like, in this line, you're walking into the enemy. You're not even walking into the enemy. You're just walking into the enemy's turf where you can never live. Right? Yeah. Because you have to assess what is protecting you in this situation. It is your tower here and your teammates right around here. So in no world do you walk up like this. I mean, this is just griefing.
Even though I'm tilted, I think I can make that play fucking mental strong. I actually do. Like, I would, that's the type of shit I would do.
What do you mean? Like if you weren't mentally tilted?
Yeah, like even if I was like strong mental there, I could still have done that. Because like mid fight, sometimes I'm very bad at like multitasking, I guess. Like, yeah, I tunnel very hard on something, right? If I look at the 6, okay, I run towards. It's kind of like...
Okay, so to help you with that, always assess the situation as to where your escape route is going to be. You should never be entering these fights and be like, okay, I kill Ziggs, I'm 99% going to die afterwards, but it's worth. Because it's not, right? Because it's putting time on the map that you're losing. And I believe I told you previously, don't ever trade 1-for-1 on Vlad. Unless you get like a huge bounty or what. Even then, it's just not worth. Especially in late game, right?
Even if I'm this behind?
Yes. Because you're constantly losing gold. I mean, this is why your CS was 5.5, right?
Yeah.
Because the sort of mentality you're showcasing right now is, oh, well, my CS is already fucked. Let me just go for crazy plays. If it works, great. If it doesn't, oh, fuck. I can't play the game. And
you're 100%.
You're never having a escape route.
I actually thought we won that fight as well.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. Amazed.
It's because, like, if you kill Alistar there, by the way, if you walk down, kill Alistar, you have an escape route. And let's say your team did win it, then you just chase the Ziggs and maybe you get them. But in no world should you just tunnel for Ziggs. That's not what your win con is.
Oh yeah, I call Nash here. And
Yeah,
this
that's the right
loses
play.
us the
That's the
game.
right play.
Okay.
It loses you the game?
Yeah.
Okay,
This is how we
then you played it wrong. Let's see how. Okay, so instantly you should be turning. Your whole team should be turning.
very playable.
So this is the right play, but how you want to think about this is you want to look on Nash. If they're contesting, you turn on them 1,000%. Why are you letting yourself get poked out by Zed Zix? That makes zero sense, right?
Oh,
So
I wanted to. I didn't want to back up too far, but I guess I should have. But either backed up further or committed harder. Like it's. I kind of hesitate.
commit to what? Commit to Baron or commit to the fight?
No, no, commit to the fight harder or back up harder and like wait for an opening. Because here I kind of half-assed it, right? And I hesitate. That's what I think I did wrong anyway. I might just be talking.
All right, well, let's see. So right here, he Rs. You're a little too clumped up with your ADC. This makes you a very prime target. You should try to loop around and walk by yourself and look for a flank. If they're all grouped up, you proto belt R, EW, try to burst as much as possible. Because at this point, Kayn is already posturing for her back. Riven is in her own world, so she's griefing by being that far back. And that's what you should be doing. But because you're so close in this sort of line, like this is very easy for Ziggs to line up and Zed to line up, right?
Yeah.
So what happens here is you end up getting chunked, all by, I think that was all Zed damage, and you're walking into it, right? So once again, let me reestablish that line real quick. This is the line of danger. It's going to be constant fire of danger. Your main objective is to get out. Why is this the constant line of danger? You have a teammate that's getting engaged on by Zed. You have a teammate that was in the line of danger. You should be looking to get the hell out instantly. But instead, what you do, you walk into it. So you walked straight into here. That's what happened. And you got chunked. Now you're 1 HP and now you're fucked. You're out of the fight. Now, after the abilities, like, in this situation, it's already kind of doomed. You have a wave coming in on you. Your Thresh is dead. You're all getting kind of chunked. You just have to suicide play because you guys didn't turn fast enough. Right? So after they use the cooldowns, because what chunked you must have used a lot of cooldowns, right? So right now, you're just kind of not doing anything.
Yes.
Right? And easily their cooldowns can come back up. Okay.
Doing damage. Oh yeah, actually kill it.
Once again, it's still like you're very tunneled into him, which is interesting. Like Vlad late game should not be targeting one person, especially if that one person is not even their carry. Because right now Zed's fed, Gwen's fed, right? Your goal should be to deal as much damage in an AoE manner as possible. I mean, I believe they end here. All right. So
yeah,
let me address the early game. So I'm gonna graze through the early game like just really quickly. All right, just hitting you with nonstop points.
Yeah, for sure.
First and foremost, like I said, remember level in these melee matchups, level 1, level 2, level 3, push up. It should bounce back, and then you keep the wave right here. 90% of the time, they're chunked to right around here. Kayn can gank from here or from here. You win the lane, right? Instead, you're allowing him to hit this minion, whereas you should be standing right here. He's going to be forced to be back, right?
Oh.
And then Kayn helps you out really hard with this lane. You should be playing a lot more aggressive, like right here. You should just straight up be walking up because he just got chunked from Kayn. Like, why are you retreating here? Just keep walking up. As long as you're in minion range, you should be like right here, right? And he's gonna
be like zoning him off XP.
Exactly. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but you're gonna zone him out of any possibility to get this. You're full HP. You can eat a Q. That doesn't matter. But instead,
for sure.
You just sack. You sack a whole like 3 foot right here, and then he's allowed to walk back and get that minion. Yep, he got that minion for no reason. You easily could have walked up, and zone him out. So remember what I was saying about how you should have had like 10 more CS than him in the early game? That's realistically what should have happened. And that's a lot because he needs serrated Dirk. And remember, you were 0-0-0, he was 0-0-0. When he got his recall, he was 90 times better than you.
Yeah, he was. I was gapped. Champ gapped.
Yeah, it's just a straight up champ gap because you're not playing early game properly. You should be playing significantly more aggressive.
But the reason I don't do that is because I do opt for the face rush. But I guess I can still do that. It's just
you can still do that. I mean,
I think that just got a little bit into my head.
That's an even worse excuse, though, because in my opinion, if you're taking electrocute and you're being really aggressive here, this is why I tell my junglers to play off of me when I'm going electrocute, because I'm perma right around here. They're going to be low HP. I'm going to be relatively low HP depending on how the trade goes, but they're low, I'm low. I have kill pressure with Ignite and electrocute. So whoever's jungler has the brain to come first to counter gank or whatever wins pretty much mid lane, right? Yeah. But because you have phase rush, you shouldn't even be scared if you're like right around here in the early game. And you have ghost. So that excuse should not apply here.
Yeah.
Like you should be.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Right here, like I said, this was really good to trade with him so he doesn't rotate. I don't know if you thought of it that way, but overall, really good. Because if Zed rotated like this way, because you wouldn't have autoed him, he would have gotten collapse, and there's a potential that he dies.
Yeah, but well, I like to think that's what I was doing.
Okay.
But you know, you never know with me.
I mean, other than that, first 3 levels are the most crucial. So like the rest we can kind of skip over, because you misplayed the early game to a point where you're both at the same HP level when his early game is significantly weaker than yours, right? I mean, his level 3 is stronger, but he also has to land it. Because how you want to think of Zed early game is he's a poke champion. He's not an assassin, right? He's just looking to poke you down. And in no world should a melee poke champ ever be able to do this. Like a ranged poke champ, of course. But yeah, this is really good, zoning it. And then it was like, this is all good. You're trying to one-up him by backing here, but he's gonna one-up you by getting serrated Dirk, and you're fucked.
Yeah, but do I stay then?
No, because you fucked up early game. You fucked up level 1 to 3.
Okay.
Right? You fucked up this important, crucial timing. You really have to focus on literally the first like 2-3 minutes of your laning phase. Because you fucked this up, the rest is falling apart. So no, you are forced to back there. And now you are forced to be a significantly weaker champ. You're just kind of fucked here. But not like totally fucked. You actually fucked yourself up by your first death. So let's go to your first death. So you got chunked half HP. Once again, like I said, what I showed in practice tool. This is W range. Why the fuck are you near it?
Yeah, true.
Now this is only present in the case that you can't kill him. Because you're level 6 and he's level 5, if you have electrocute, this is a total different story. You should be walking up. But even then, you shouldn't be near his W ever. So like...
With electrocute, I actually out-trade him.
You one-shot him there. You one-shot him there. You legitimately one-shot him there.
Holy fuck, man. Alright.
But this was a mistake. So let's say you are taking the electrocute setup, you should just walk straight up, right? As I said, you should walk straight, like perpendicular from where he's going. But you walked back into it. This is never good. Look at this lineup. Iron players can do this, right?
Yeah.
Sugar Rush, thank you so much for the follow.
Fucking big up Sugar.
Pick her up. For real, though. And then I believe you send for the minion, yeah. And that's just...
I got the minion.
You got the minion. Yes, let's go. You got the minion, huge. You missed 2 waves, but it's worth. I mean, you got 1 minion over 12, 14, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I need to go over the rest. If you want to go over the
No,
rest,
no,
if you
no.
want to replay the VOD and see me talk about every single one of your deaths, you can. But
Well, I mean, we already did that. It's
yeah, yeah. So
I actually think I got a lot from this, believe it or not. I think it was more of an eye opener than anything. If that
okay.
makes sense.
Hopefully.